Hey, what's going on? And welcome back. You are listening to Mike and Mare.
Hi, guys.
And the show is called I Don't Want to Watch That. And you can go to don'twanttowatchthat.com or follow us on Twitter at Don't Want to Watch. And the O and don't is a 0 because some dickhead that we fucking are going to say every week that we hate made the account Don't Want to Watch and hasn't posted anything at all. It's a complete waste. At least he didn't take it on Instagram, though, because on Instagram we are Don't Want to Watch. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. All the links are available on don'twanttowatch.com. And I'm surprised I got through that without stumbling because I woke up with some back pain and I ate some of my medical
you could say it.
Medical edibles.
If you know Mike,
yeah,
you know that he has his
I have my
green
marijuana
card.
prescription.
Yeah, he's got his green card.
Yeah, my green card. Oh, that's awesome. I never even think of that. It's fucking hilarious. So,
yeah.
But anyway, we're recording anyway. So if I start to trail off or zone out or just say something completely ridiculous.
Guys, listen.
I just wanted to say.
It's just been a shit show here the past week or so.
Oh,
trying to live, get by, wash our hands, be healthy.
Yeah.
Mike is a mess. I'm not too far behind. I made myself a frozen margarita in my smoothie blender just before. So it should be an interesting podcast. Okay.
And it's also kind of a celebration because, I finally at work convinced them to stop it. So
to convince him to stop
thrilled at finally on this day in April, I convinced them that, we should stop working. And it worked. There we go. So it's good. Great. Now I can focus more on some Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we're here today to talk about Season 2, Real Housewives of New York, episodes 7 through 9. And I gotta say, right off the bat...
So first episode, Kelly versus Bethany.
Starts out super strong.
Yeah.
To talk about this episode block as a whole... In terms of, because I try and, I take notes. I'm studious and whatnot. I do have a hard time reading my chicken scratch after the fact sometimes. But, I only took like 4 pages of notes. So it didn't, it seems like episode 7's dope. But
I have
8 and 9.
Yeah.
I struggled to find some, there were interesting moments for sure. But not
Yeah. Yeah. And I said to Mike, 3 and 4 seasons 3 and 4 is when it starts to really get cuckoo.
Yeah.
Because they they introduce some new housewives. Some of the OGs stay, but there are some new ones.
Oh boy.
But we always say that we're gonna breeze through these, and we never do.
Yeah.
But let's get right into it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Kelly versus Bethany. Ramona invites Kelly to a Badgley Mishka show. Am I saying that right?
I don't
Mishka?
know. You are asking the wrong
Miska?
person.
Badgley Mishka.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
I'm not even going to try and say it.
So, Kelly immediately starts talking shit about Bethany.
Yeah.
And how she basically thinks she's not very nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a bitch.
And to be fair, Ramona, I think, backs Bethany up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's don't.
For her upbringing, Kelly's not hearing it.
Yeah, Kelly don't give a fuck, though.
She don't give a shit.
Yeah. Then they start talking about Ramona and Simon. And it's funny because I thought Kelly's answer was great. It was like,
when Ramona asked for advice from Kelly. Yeah, that's the thing about Kelly. Because sometimes I feel like she gives you these great moments of yes. Okay,
that's a positive
I think I
thing,
can vibe with her. I think especially when you see her being a mom and parenting, she definitely is a good mom.
And that was sound advice right there.
Yeah,
yes. That's advice Ramona's daughter would have given her probably.
Right.
Because Ramona's daughter's the adult.
Yeah, Ramona, just say hello and just leave it alone.
And just move on.
Yeah, but she can't. We know and love Ramona very well, and that's why she makes excellent TV.
Yeah.
Because she can't leave it alone.
Exactly. It's great. And that's why she reminds me of my mom.
So there was this little weird, Mike even turned to me and asked me, he's like, yo, is Ramona and Kelly, are they going to like each other? Are they going to be friends?
Yeah. What I wrote down was, We like Ramona, but not Kelly. They like each other and both claim to be good judges of character. What are we missing? So, and then it was just like, just wait and see. So
yeah, again, so unfortunately, like I said, back, to the type of person that Kelly is, she always has these little moments of like, yeah, oh wow, that's pretty intuitive, or that seems normal, what she just said, and then it's just like, cut to her just completely, you can't follow a fucking thing that she's saying. She's just spiraling.
Yeah. So anyway, so after that, we went to Jill's apartment. They're over budget. Shit's crazy over there.
Well, wait, didn't Kelly say that she wants to clear the air with Bethany too?
Oh, she did say that, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that coming. We'll see how that goes.
We're very excited for that,
yeah. So cut to Jill and Brad at her apartment. Her apartment got a little facelift, and she was singing Brad's praises and how much she loved everything.
Yeah, and they were a little bit over budget.
Yeah. That whole sequence, Jill goes over budget, and Bobby doesn't give a shit. She's like, Bobby don't care. He's fine.
Yeah, and so after that, we're going from one renovation to another.
Shady editors on this show, I tell you.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. They know the difference. Mm-hmm. We all know the difference. Quick shout out, rest in peace. One of the head editors from the early seasons passed away from COVID complications. Jeez, that's terrible. So I'm sorry to hear that.
No, so rest in peace. Because I mean, as you can see, like all of the editing is so well done on this show.
Yeah. But so also like it. So anyway, we're at Alex and Simon's now with their renovation, and it's going average, I guess, in terms of renovation.
Ugh.
But they said they got a giant Alice Cooper painting. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is the furthest fucking thing.
I know, that's what I mean.
That I would have expected them. Like, I thought maybe they would have, like, maybe.
They start to grow on you.
That is
you
just
hate
so
them,
fucking weird.
But, like, they start to grow on you a little bit, which we find out later that, we'll start talking about that a little bit more. But the tennis match, that Mario just has a fucking hard on for Jill, calling her out, busting her chops about this tennis match, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But Alex and Simon in their renovation, not going very well. It's like, whatever. They get a lighting designer in there. Big deal.
Yeah, and one comment that he made, though, that made me throw up was when he said, as a kid, I read encyclopedias.
I wrote that down, too!
Instead of novels.
Yeah. I would read encyclopedias instead of novels. Fuck you, Simon.
I mean, it might have been the Jack Daniels I was drinking, but I threw up in my mouth.
That's something pretentious people, like, not even pretentious people. Just like, if you want to sound smart, you say you read encyclopedias instead of novels as a kid. Okay, good. You're reading facts?
Yeah, fuck you. I just type whatever I want to know on my phone and it tells me. How about that?
How about that, dummy?
And I got to read good novels when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, fuck you.
Shout out to Babysitter's Club.
Yeah, actually, I read a lot of
I know, that's why I said that.
Yeah,
because Mike, guys, fun fact, Mike used to read the Babysitter's Club.
Totally true.
And he was very fond of it.
Absolutely was.
I was obsessed with the Babysitter's Club as a child. Yeah. So much so that I changed my name to Claudia, and I made people call me Claudia for a hot minute. Do you remember Claudia?
That was
the artistic one.
Yeah.
She used to have a spoon wind chime outside her front door that she made for her, I think her grandma or her mom. I think it was her grandma. Wasn't she adopted?
I honestly don't recall too much of it. I read them all as a kid. I don't know why, but
yeah. Stacy had diabetes.
I remember. Yeah, there was one of them that had candy all over the fucking place.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Because she had
But I honestly don't remember too much of it.
There was Dawn, who was she had honcho, kind of a tomboy.
Yeah.
And then
if you said it, I would all probably.
And then Marianne with an A. Marianne and her boyfriend Logan.
I agree with you.
You don't remember any of them?
I'm drawing a blank right now. Maybe it's because I'm so high, but like I'm
There
not
was
sure.
one book where they went down the Jersey Shore, and I used to think that was so cool.
Because you go down the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, we used to.
I know. Well, now we're in Jersey again. Well, maybe they'll open the beaches. We'll see. But anyway.
Sorry, sidetracked.
Yeah, so next up we got the beef of the entire series so far. Because it was just like it was like a heavyweight fight that just you came out swinging. Like there was no dancing.
Kelly came in hot.
Yes,
she came in hot, man. She didn't give a fuck.
Bethany was warming up the whole time because she was fucking late. And so
she was tight about that.
Yes,
she was 30 minutes late. First off,
so Bethany starts with
shout out to the
late.
Shout out to the Brass Monkey. I love that bar. That's where they were meeting in the meatpacking district. I have blacked out in that bar maybe 2-3 times. That's my story, guys.
That's dope. I've never been there, I don't think.
It's a cool bar.
I might have been.
It's like a cool, it's like a bar.
Where is it?
In the meatpacking district. Like, like it looks like a bar. Like it looks like a chill Irish pub bar.
Been there.
In the meatpack. And you wouldn't necessarily think. It's like right on the West Side Highway.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't there.
I've definitely been there with my high school friends, Patricia and Dina. Hey, guys.
I usually hung out on the Lower East Side.
And we blacked out.
Yeah, if I went anywhere, it was usually the East Side stuff, like First and Second and Third Avenue.
Oh, you were one of those?
Okay. Yeah. So we start off with, you're a half hour late. And then Kelly's just like, you know what? Too bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kelly's like, me no care.
Yeah.
I'm just here to be a big shot. And I mean, the only note that I wrote for that whole fight, Kelly is a wackadoo. I forgot how crazy she was. That's exactly what I wrote.
When she was like, I'm up here and you're down here, I was like, what the fuck does that even... How are you saying that to another human being? Yeah. Like, what does that even mean? And then, oh my God.
It's definitely something...
She was just making things up and just getting so agitated and claiming that Bethany was losing her mind. Meanwhile, she's spinning out of control. Yeah, and Bethany's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. She's like, you've met me several times. You've never acknowledged me because I wasn't famous enough. You're trying to collect famous friends, and that's what you are. And so that's basically like, I said that the previous episode that she's a fucking fame whore. She just wants to hang out with famous people.
And you could tell that Kelly practiced that whole speech in front of the mirror, too.
Oh, yeah. And then
she rehearsed that. Yeah. She probably was like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her.
So the biggest notes, right, that I took from this and the next, shit, because Ramona and Bethany, went out after that to watch Mario play tennis, was... when Kelly relayed the story, she got
to that dude Max, she got
it maybe 40-50% accurate.
Yeah, she was just jumping around.
And Bethany was 90 to 95% accurate. Yeah. Kelly definitely, it went differently in Kelly's head than it went in reality.
I can't wait for you to really go on this journey with Kelly, especially the next season. Oh, Lord. She is so crazy and so unlikable. Just
Kelly, really?
One of the most in my opinion, one of the most unlikable housewives. She's beautiful. You look at her and you're like, wow. That's how I feel.
Yeah. She's
beautiful to look at, but it's very hard to follow her. Okay. So Bethany and Ramona watching Mario play tennis, big what?
It's really just
Ramona and Bethany rehashing the beef.
Yep, and then like I was saying, Bethany told the story probably 95% accurately.
Yeah, and then Ramona and Mario at dinner again talking about this fucking tennis match that Mario's obsessed with, talking shit about Jill and how. What were the email exchange that went on to set up this match?
Yeah. There's some beef in the emails.
Yeah, beef in the emails. They're really displeased with how Jill answered things. Saying that she was very busy or something, right? She couldn't stick with a certain date, so she's very busy.
And they start mocking Jill.
Yeah, they start going in on Jill that she doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and it's fucking what does she got to do? Plan fucking parties and go
charity
on vacations and shop and eat lunch and. She's at fucking Zara and Fabric all day, every fucking day. What are you jerk-offs talking about? Yeah. Acting like your fucking stupid jewelry shit is more important than, what she does with her company?
And we like Mario and Ramona, but
absolutely.
I think...
they are delusional. Yes. And then fucking Jill's also planning these charities. She's also doing lots of other stuff, too.
Yeah.
So... Look, just because she doesn't have her own stupid skincare line that can't get their brand straight.
True renewal.
Yeah, they don't know how to spell the word true. Two fucking idiots. But anyway, we'll get with that later.
The business adventures on the show,
They're fucking so stupid.
And they just
get
better.
The only reason they succeed is because they have a built-in audience. That's
it
the
just
only
gets
reason
better.
they succeed. It's so bad.
Wait till you meet Sonya.
If they tried to launch like this with no audience built in, it would fucking flop.
Right,
like,
exactly.
So
yeah.
Anyway, it's so frustrating. So anyway,
what's frustrating about it? Let's talk about that for a second.
No, it's frustrating because it's like failing upward. You know what I mean? Like they succeed because they have a built-in audience, not because of.
Isn't that the case though? Like, think about our president.
No, I know. I'm saying like it's just like failing upward. That's what I mean. Like they're succeeding not based on the merits of their methods, but just because they have a built-in audience.
Yeah.
And more power to them. Take advantage of it. You know, I would probably be in the same. Yeah, I would launch fucking sweatpants companies and shit.
I can't wait for you to meet Sonya.
Anyway, oh god,
cannot wait.
Looking forward to that shit. So yeah, and then they start talking about how what's her name, Kelly wrote like an article, and they kind of misconstrued like their.
No, Kelly. Oh yeah, I thought it for page 6, right?
Yeah.
For the post. Yeah. So I guess
Ramona was upset at how she portrayed their involvement.
Well, I guess she was talking about Kelly was talking about her, being on the show and trying to teach the ladies fashion and social shit or some shit. Yeah. And Ramona was like, excuse me, I've been in the fashion industry for 20 plus years. I also went to FIT.
Yeah.
Like,
she's like,
she didn't like that. Ramona didn't like that.
And she implied that like she invited her to the show, and when it was Ramona that invited her.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, now everybody's gonna get together, and we're gonna have some more beef. It's gonna be beefy. It's gonna be fucking good.
Well, yeah,
because they're all gonna go to that page 6 party.
Correct. Yeah. So I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my notes. Jill was ready to pick a fight with Mario though. Yeah. She was ready as soon as he walked into that party. Yeah. She was like, Mario!
She was looking for him. Yeah, she was coming for him. Absolutely. Yeah.
Beckoning him over to go in on him. She had enough. And quite frankly...
It did not work out the way she thought it was going to happen. It certainly did not. Hey, dogs, chill out. Sorry, we were laughing too loud. Yeah, that did not happen the way she kind of planned it. The first thing that happens, though, with that party is, like, Kelly and Luann get together and they go together.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Kelly is like portraying how it all went down with Bethany, and Luann's like, yo, you're fucked up.
Yo, that's right, yeah, where Luann was like, but in her very Luann way. I guess she had asked her.
It was very polite, yeah.
Well, she said
yeah,
she couldn't believe, well, first of all, Kelly brought up how she was late meeting Bethany, and Luann was like,
right off the bat.
Oh, wait, you set up this meeting, and you were 30 minutes
You were 30
late?
minutes late? Yeah, I would have said something. Yeah.
And
then pretty much after she said something, that's when she just fucking...
Yeah, Luann is she is another one who is kind of tone deaf to a lot of things, but you get these, you can't help but, oh God, she's so problematic for me. You can't help but love her in certain situations and like, oh my God, what are you going to say? Like, you can't really think, you can't, she's unpredictable.
Yeah, you don't know what she's going to take offense to.
Yeah, like she puts on all of these airs as being a countess.
Absolutely, but at the same time, she will fucking grind on a fucking young
man.
In
her shady way.
Oh,
it's
1,000,000%. Yeah, so you don't know which one is going to show up.
Yes, you don't know what Luann you're going to get.
I can see that coming.
Either the Countess is coming.
I can see it being fantastic.
Yeah, the Countess is either showing up. You may get Lou.
Oh,
Lou. Like,
Lou's the one that went to the fucking village with her Coachella.
Yeah, that's who I think that's that Lou.
Okay.
And then Luann, I don't know who Luann is. Who's Luann, Mike?
Luann's mom.
Luann. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So basically, Jill and Mario, they're beefing the whole time, and Bobby's just standing there like a little bitch in the background
because he knows that Jill can fucking handle herself. Okay,
but Mario was really being a dick at times.
Yeah,
like, he really was. Like, to the point where, like, I know you can handle yourself, but I would have stepped in at some point and been like, yo, man, why don't you just have a conversation? You get, like, all these antics. Like,
when have you ever stepped in for me?
What?
When have you ever stepped in for me?
When have you ever got into a beef with a dude who all of a sudden got into a way that you couldn't handle? Like, he was getting super animated.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
never.
Like, at the point when she said, like, yo, I'm about to punch you in the face, that's when I would have said something. And Bobby was standing right there like, ooh.
Well, the other thing,
like,
but wait.
Yeah, like they called security, and then security
quote,
showed
unquote,
up and didn't
shook
realize.
His hand. Yeah, because they're friends. But remember,
but I'm just saying, like,
but like, think about what Jill said in one of her confessionals. She was like,
I know.
I gotta say, I get a rise out of sparring with the singers. She enjoys it. This is like a part of their friendship dynamic is fighting.
I hear you, but I feel like the punch in the face comment was where it would have. It's almost like, I bet even like the producers got on guard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
don't think you would have. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think you would step in for me.
Maybe.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it in like,
because if you would have said it, myself. I feel like you would be ready to punch him in the face. Maybe Bobby knew that Jill was being facetious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you would have said it, I would have thought like, oh, she might really punch him in the face. You know what I mean? And I would want to avoid that.
Yeah, but I think,
That's all.
I can handle myself.
I'm not saying you can't.
I know exactly, which is why you've never stepped in for me.
I know exactly, because I have never heard you say you're gonna punch somebody in the face and sound like you meant it.
Usually, if it ever gets to that point with people, I'm not friends with them to begin with. It's just like, this is a bad person. I don't really want to deal with this.
Yeah.
And I just completely give you resting bitch face and just pretend like you're not there.
And that usually works.
Yeah.
So basically,
I don't know where that went. That conversation went.
But anyway, the tennis match, they're still fighting about it. Who knows if it's gonna happen or not? Fucking Mario's just like, I'm just trying to make everybody have a good time.
Right.
But
and then
he's such a dick when he does it.
And then they run into Alex and Simon.
And it looks like for a hot minute they're going to be best friends.
They're going to be boys.
But then all of a sudden, nope.
Man, they go back and forth about that timeline for those nude photos. Yeah. I guess they had gone out with them.
Like 24 hours before they dropped, and they were pissed.
The photos dropped, and they were pissed that they
didn't get a heads up.
Which,
and
whatever.
I understand that, but then Alex and Simon...
Why do you understand that?
Don't give people a heads up. That's all. Just let people know.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're in some sort of circle.
But if you're... Under what circumstances? Like, are you going to tell... So, I feel like Ramona and Mario and Simon and Alex, they're not, like, boys.
And I'm not saying it's a big deal. I'm just saying...
I feel like maybe it was, like, the first time that they had, like, gone out together. Is that something you're going to say to new friends?
No. What I'm saying is, like... I'm not saying it's
my wife has nude photos coming out.
No, I'm not saying it's a huge deal. I'm just saying it would have been nice. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't make as big of a deal out of it anywhere near. I would make like a quarter of the deal.
Okay, so
I would probably make such a small deal. It would register so small that I'd probably eat it. But I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of. I'd say to you, I'd be like, it's kind of. They should have told us. You know, we saw them the day before. Why didn't they tell us? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't.
Okay, but wait. So wait.
But
so
I'm wait. A slight offense.
It would register as a slight offense. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it was really a slight offense for them. So, but like, how would you bring it up?
I wouldn't bring it up. That's what I'm saying. It would register so slightly where I wouldn't even say anything to them. I would just say it to you.
Here, listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're Simon.
Yes.
I'm Alex.
Okay.
We're going out with a new couple who we work with. Okay, so it's a work date.
Yeah.
And my nude photos are coming out the next day. We're trying to be friendly with these guys.
Yeah.
How would you say it to them?
I'm saying...
But how would you drop that and bring that up in a conversation? Like, my wife has nude photos coming out.
I would fucking find a way. I would just say it. I would wait till we had a couple cocktails in us, which I'm sure they did. Because we all know Simon's an alcoholic, like Jill said. But then I would just drop it. I would just be like, yo, you know, we work together. You know, this is probably gonna come up. You know, these fucking people got these pictures and they're gonna drop them tomorrow. That's it. Like, I mean, what's the big deal? Like, that's all. And if they did it, if I was in, Ramona and Mario's position, I wouldn't say anything to them ever. It would register so slightly that I would just probably say something to you and be like, yeah, it's a little fucked up. Why didn't they drop that? We were having a good time. I thought we were friendly. I thought maybe we could trust each other. We worked together, like. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't bother me enough to where I would let it impact my relationship with them.
Like the way that Ramona and Mare.
Yes, exactly. Because while they're pretending like fucking Simon calls out, which is fucking awesome. Good for you, Simon. Yo, you're hypocritical as shit. You got a fucking Playboy model hanging out at your pool, and they're your best friend. So much of a best friend that you're kissing her on the fucking lips on TV.
Are we siding with Simon and Alex?
Yes, we are. Yo, I wrote down guys, Alex and Simon won that.
Holy shit.
No, I'm just saying.
This is
like, I think that the hypocritical nature that Simon brought up won the argument in their favor.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's very rare for us to side with Alex and Simon, but
they still suck. Like, they're still fucking terrible. Like, I still would rather watch Ramona and Mario on TV.
They're gonna grow on you.
All right, they are a little bit already.
Right? See,
they are a little bit already.
Yeah. All right.
And then so that's pretty much the end of the episode. So
all right, winners and losers, baby.
Winners and losers. Winner. Bethany's. I usually don't pick any of the housewives as the winners and losers. I try to make it silly, but like I think Bethany was the winner because the entire conversation with her and Kelly was recorded, and history will show that Bethany was accurate.
Kept her cool.
Yeah. And the loser were the Singer family of Mario and Ramona, because Mario looked like a dickhead with the whole Jill thing. Like, he looked like he was just like beating a dead horse and just like being a complete asshole about it. And then it flips to them getting smashed in an argument with fucking Alex and Simon. So they had the end of this episode was back-to-back Singer losses. So I had to give them the losers of the episode.
Those were my winners and losers too.
There we go.
Look at that. So easy. Yeah, I felt like Bethany really kept her shit together. She didn't look like a cuckoo. She wasn't neurotic at all. She wasn't like... She kept her cool. She knew this is exactly how she felt about Kelly from the beginning, right? She called her out on her bullshit, and Kelly just looked like a fucking phony. That's what it is. Kelly's just like a phony person. Like that whole fight.
She's superficial.
Very superficial.
Yeah. So we go to episode 8. Next up, we got.
Well, wait, who's my loser? Yeah, my losers were.
Oh, you said they were both the same.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. We also had some margaritas.
I made frozen margaritas. Shout out to Pico, because I took the recipe from them. Pico in Rockaway Beach, New York. They are the best.
They drinking on a Sunday.
They have really good brunch too. Once shit reopens, go there. To all the 3 people that are listening to a podcast right now.
And only 2 are from Rockaway. Anyway. So I think somebody from Arizona is listening. I can see what states people are from. It's actually funny.
If it's Arizona, it's maybe my cousin Jill.
To be fair, too, we're talking. If we talk about the stats, we had the 100th download the other day.
What?
After like 5 episodes.
100 downloads.
So
shit.
We got people from California, Arizona.
Guys, maybe Mike, maybe this is our big break.
Yeah, maybe it is. This is what's gonna turn things for us. So episode 8, Game Set Feud.
Yeah, Game Set Feud. God bless this episode.
So we start off and Kelly
redeems herself
in the redemption category. They're at like a planning meeting for the charity. Kelly's coming in. She's got stuff for the auction. She's helping behind the scenes. And then she drops the old like, yo, I'd rather put in more effort than have my name on the thing. That means more. So this is absolutely a spite move.
Yeah, is
but
it?
I will take it. Charity.
And Jill is like, because of course she donated these really amazing events and things, because Kelly does know people, whatever.
The reason I know it's a spite move is because she told Luann that she doesn't do charities. So this is the first time she's ever done anything for charity.
Right.
And so why would she do it? It's spite Bethany.
But I'm saying, and like Jill is like, I think, at the first meeting, she was being, she was a little awkward. I'm paraphrasing right now. But, like, you know, what she was trying to do just came off wrong. And with all these things that she donated,
so
God help us.
She redeems herself in Jill's eyes. Ramona shows up, first question. So we still on for tennis. And so we're setting that shit up. Then we got Bethany and Alex. They're at dinner. They're talking, Alex is going to help her out with the Skinny Girl logo. Nothing really else goes on there.
Yeah, and then we cut to Luann at the Boys and Girls Club.
Another incident of Luann
talking to a group of girls.
Slightly over her head.
Yeah, talking to a group of girls about self-esteem.
Yep.
They seem, I think they're like, you know, 13 through 16 maybe. New York City girls.
I feel like she goes into these things like the kid in class who didn't read the book and watch the movie. And has to stand in front of the class. Has to stand in front of the class and give a book report on it.
But if
she's
they watch
like,
the
well,
movie,
you guys gotta have self-esteem, and here's how you could do it. Write down good things about yourself.
They did an exercise where they wrote 5 things that they loved about themselves.
Yeah.
Luann went first, and the first thing she says is, "I like that I'm likable."
Yeah.
I like that I'm likable. And I turned to Mike and I said, "That's something that I would say."
Well, you are likable.
Right, but like, you know, I joke around. I like to pretend that I have a very big ego and that I'm wonderful and beautiful when really, you know, I'm very awkward. I'm a very awkward person.
Yeah. But at least
but I think it's funny. I think it's so for Luann to say something like that, I can't. And then she was
not
like,
self-aware of that,
and
though.
she's like, she says that she's an American Indian, which
everybody loves that.
Oh my God! Just wait. Her story is crazy.
What do you mean? Is she really an American Indian?
She's just tone deaf.
Is she
like? I think she's got like a small fraction of it.
So like Elizabeth Warren-ish?
Kind of.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Listen.
The other.
She gets in trouble a lot.
They also went around the table. Speaking of her getting in trouble, she kind of put her foot in her mouth when they went around the table and asked the kids what they wanted to be when they grew up.
Oh God.
And the one girl who was a little bit bigger. But like she was like
a girl, though.
She was like a
Who
girl.
cares?
She was like 12. Like, yeah, exactly. She was like, I want to be a model. And Luann just like, she could have just stopped talking.
You could see her brain working.
She couldn't
hard.
She couldn't not stop herself. Like, she gave us so much positive feedback, even though you could tell she was gritting her teeth to do it.
Yeah.
Even though you could see it, she was gritting her teeth and giving her positive feedback. And then right at the end, she goes,
"How old are you?" And the girl goes 12. And she goes, "Oh, you've got plenty of time. Losing weight is the easy part."
She just, oh my God. And she just couldn't do it. She couldn't not do it. She could have just stopped, but she didn't. It was so fucking rough. So, after that, we go to Jill at a new apartment.
Yeah,
she loves it.
Casa de Zarin.
She starts to nitpick towards the end. She's got fucking 3 tables that say pop. I don't know why. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, she was mad. She didn't like it. Brad picked it out because it was artwork.
Nah, it's stupid. I don't like it.
I agree. It was, you get your thumbprints all over it. It gets dirty all the time. You see the smudges. All right, so Bethany's at the house
working
to see
with
the
her
new
assistant.
apartment.
Yeah.
To see the new apartment. Oh no, yeah, because we got to talk about how the tennis player drops out.
Oh well,
That's
yeah.
that combo, yeah. So,
yeah, but like for a minute, you just see Bethany with her assistant, and then
nothing really happens. Simon Facebook group.
Yeah.
And the family website, and they're reading from it, and it's corny as fuck.
Yep. Fucking lame.
Who makes wait a minute.
I bet did he make it?
A family website.
It's fucking lame.
Are you gonna make a family website?
No. Yo, there's a guy at work who has a website that's his resume, and we all found it and made fun of him and like shared it and stuff. Shh, don't tell anybody though.
I mean, actors do that. Actors, I get it.
Yeah, no, it's different though. It's fucking funny, and it's so lame, and it's just yeah, I know, it's so stupid.
I mean, I want to know what's going on with your family, but like,
Save it for the Christmas card.
Yeah, save it for the Christmas card.
Yeah, give me a bullet point list like everybody else on like
go,
a fucking postcard.
You know what? Wait, I'm not gonna go on my computer and look up the.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna check in on the Smiths.
What folder am I bookmarking that under? Like, not social media. Like, it's not work things. It's not bills. Like, what?
Like, I'm not gonna spend 5 minutes of my life looking at your website to see what you're up to.
No.
Unless you've been in a movie, or you sing, or... Oh, God.
That's why I follow you on social media. Yeah. So I could just see it, not fucking react to it.
Go to your family website.
Just know, and then, be prepared to discuss it in the future if I happen to run into you. She's like, oh, remember that time we went to the zoo? It was dope.
Wow.
A picture of the fucking... red-tailed panda was awesome. Yeah.
Red-tailed panda?
What is that?
No.
Red panda.
Red panda. No, you mean that red-tailed hawk?
No, I said red panda. That's what I meant to say, is a red panda. Like,
Yeah, I know what a red panda is. They're my favorite.
Fucking, I know. Okay. They're awesome. They're adorable. So anyway, yeah, like I said, man, hi.
Okay, so Bethany says that Jill's apartment is like a fucking acid trip, which it kind of is. It's a little busy for me, but whatever. Style is relative.
Yep.
So Jill gets a phone call from her professional tennis player for this match with Mario and Ramona, and says that he hurt his back and he has to drop out. Jill's very upset. Like, what is she gonna do? She's super bummed. So Bethany has a great idea, and that is to suggest Simon.
Yeah, because, Alex mentions, I guess, that Simon can play tennis. And so they call Simon, and he's like, well, I haven't played in years, but sure. And I'm also sick, by the way.
Yeah, I have the flu.
So they fucking pull him out with the flu. Goes to practice, and, like, he can't serve. He looks like a fucking spaz. And he's doing... He does. His short game and medium game was decent.
Yeah, Jill says that he does pretty good. She was pretty happy with the way that he played. But wait, can we talk about, just real quick?
Yeah, I know what you want to talk about.
Max and Kelly and their date.
It was fucking lame, but anyway.
But so what I want to do right now is I want to ask you a question.
Shoot.
That Kelly asks Max on their first date. Ready?
Okay, go right. Oh shit.
You ready?
All right. I don't remember what this was.
If you could be anybody, who would you be?
I got a great answer for this.
Can you imagine?
I really do. I have a great answer for this.
What?
You want to know who I would be?
Yes.
Action Bronson. I would be a rapper. And I would have TV shows where all I do is smoke weed with my friends and either watch TV or go eat food and travel. I would be Action Bronson.
Okay.
I feel like that's a fucking solid answer.
That is a solid answer.
Who would you be now? Now I gotta ask you, because you had it all planned to ask me, so you gotta at least have something in your head. Who would you be?
I would really have to think about that. That's a very serious
question.
Oh,
come on. First person that comes into your head.
Sonia Morgan.
I don't even know who that is.
Yes, you do. Who is it?
She's probably somebody who comes up in these seasons, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be interesting.
I can't wait for you to meet her.
Oh boy.
Sonia Morgan is kind of my spirit animal in many ways.
I'm very excited now. What season does she come in?
The next one.
3?
Yeah.
Dope. And she's Ramona's friend, right?
They're boys.
Yeah?
They're like boys.
Okay. This should be very interesting. Anyway,
Sonia was the one that sent me. I got the cameo from.
Yes.
From Danny Morano. Hey, Danny.
Yes.
When I broke my leg last year, and she actually, I have to say, I was really down in the dumps and feeling pretty shitty, and her advice was really wonderful. Her video really made me feel good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was very sweet. Yeah.
You should share it on our Instagram page.
I should. Yeah, I will.
So if you follow Don't Want to Watch on Instagram, you'll be able to see that. We're going to share it after this.
Yeah.
So after seeing Simon practice, being the sports handicapper that I am, He did look decent. His serves were terrible. I think Ramona's not good. I think Jill's better than her. But I think Ramona and Mario are a favorite of about like 2-1. So I had a minus 225, and Jill and Simon at 200.
Yeah. So we get to the match.
Yep. Yeah, they have like a little photo shoot with Bethany and Alex for her logo. Goes great. Good for them. Tennis match. Here we go.
Yeah, tennis match between Mario, Ramona, Jill, and Simon. So Mario coming in hot.
Yep.
He is tight that Jill is late.
Everybody's wearing Team Jill shirts.
Her partner's late. Yeah. People show up wearing Team Jill shirts. Ramona is so fucked
Team
up
Ramona
by it.
Is fucking.
She's so upset by it, saying how classless.
It's so gauche.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gauche.
Oh, it was hilarious. And then the Countess is wearing it, so by default it can't be gauche.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right.
So.
Yeah, they were man tight.
We were waiting for a while for the big reveal of Simon. He was a big lanky doof. He got caught.
Yeah, he got caught by one of Ramona's friends.
It was really hilarious watching like the dueling confessionals, like Jill being like, it didn't look like she was fazed by it, and Ramona like, I was so fucking mad, but I couldn't show it.
Well, no, her exact words were, I was so annoyed. I was past reacting.
That was an excellent way to put it, yes.
Yeah. So they get into the match, and Simon, off the bat, is fucking awful. It's, like, painful to watch.
He's so bad that for a time, he was acting like a fucking child out there and not even, like, making real attempts at it. Yeah. Like, he would just, like, lackadaisically go after balls. And if he would have even, like, tried to give a shit with Jill's fucking miraculous, like, comeback, playing the best tennis of her life in the second half, like, you know, it would have been a whole different game if Simon played better. So it was definitely Simon's fault. Jill held her own.
Yeah, they lose.
Yeah.
But they had a little bit of a comeback, but they lost the match. So that was pretty much for that episode.
Yep. So for the winners and losers, I had anyone who bet on Ramona and Mario. They were obviously the winners. So I'm sure there was a little bit of money exchanged. I bet there was a little, little action in the crowd there. The losers were actually anybody who showed up to watch that game because Simon was so fucking terrible. And the whole game just looked like it was fucking sloppy and poor tennis.
I'm going to say the winner of that episode was Bethany.
Okay.
She was the one that suggested to have Simon play tennis. And that was pretty much all of the episode. The loser is going to be Max, Kelly's boyfriend, whatever he is. The very handsome European guy.
Okay, next up, episode 9. Wife in the fast lane.
Surely make you lose your mind.
Okay, I'm not going to do it again.
So Jill has a fabric party at Zarin Fabrics.
Show up, Mario talking tennis right off the bat.
Talking shit right off the bat at how tight he was that Simon was Jill's partner.
Yep.
Giving Jill shit. Giving her a hard time. But she takes it and they make up.
Yeah, they do make up, and it seems like she's receptive to letting Simon, or not Simon, but Mario pick her partner next time. Mm-hmm. And I think he would pick somebody that would be fair. And I think if Jill played the way that she does, even if he picked somebody worse than him, they would still win. Like, just fucking start smashing it Ramona. It would be fucking over.
Okay.
And also, Brad just falls in love with Max and follows him around with fucking
with those
googly eyes fucking all night long.
Just
it was like embarrassing a little bit.
It was a little embarrassing, but whatever. It was funny. It was good TV. I mean, Kelly and Max having a pillow fight at Jill's party. Like, ooh. Jill was not happy about that.
She's lucky the Countess didn't catch him.
Let me tell you, if I'm on a date with somebody and I'm at, like, an event like that, please do not fucking hit me with a pillow.
Like, if it was regular operating hours at the store?
Do not start a pillow fight with me.
Let me ask you, though. Okay, so that was a classy event at a store like that. If you and I just happen to be at Bed Bath & Beyond at, like, 3 o'clock on a Sunday like it is right now, can I hit you with a pillow?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking because I just wanted to gauge and make sure we're on the same page.
You don't know anybody there.
I'm just making sure.
But, like, if I'm on, like, a date with you, like, maybe our second or third date, and you hit me with a pillow.
So if it's at, like, what if it's, like,
at a pillow
rave?
Event?
What if it's at, like, a rave at a Bed Bath & Beyond for some reason? What if Diplo's performing at a Bed Bath & Beyond for some reason? And I hit you with a pillow. It's a charity event, and it's Diplo at a Bed Bath & Beyond.
This is so stupid.
I'm just asking.
And you hit me with a pillow?
Yeah.
Second or third date, and it's a rave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get mad.
Okay. But if it's, like, a straight-up charity, like, formal, like, cocktail area thing.
At a fabric store?
Yeah. And
or even a pillow store?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get mad.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. I just want to know the levels. Just want to understand.
From when we go
because
on a
we're
date.
constantly getting asked the things at Bed Bath & Beyond. So I just wanted to know.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm obviously kidding.
All right.
All right. So then they got, like, Ramona's skincare line meeting. This is where they talk about fucking... Oh, no. This is just, like, their fucking... skincare line meeting. So
talking about her brand, talking about her brand and her labels. Yeah. There was not much there.
No. And then
Bethany and her baked good lines, and at the A&P or at the it was A&P, right?
It was like an A&P in Connecticut or something.
Remember A&P? Like they're not around anymore.
Are they?
I don't think there's any more A&Ps anymore.
R.I.P. R.I.A.P. But nobody gives a shit about her fucking organic and vegan,
and it's so
muffins.
funny,
and it's a shame.
Well, I love seeing these early scenes of Bethany hustling and getting her brand out there, because it's so cool to see the way that she hustled back. I mean, she's fucking giving samples at a supermarket of her baked goods.
Oh,
I mean, I used to do that.
No, I respect the hustle.
I used
Absolutely.
to do that. I used to do that for when I used to do those beer tastings. I would sit in the beer section or like in the refrigerated section of the supermarket and give out samples of beer while people were shopping.
More people took those beers than they did fucking.
Of course, yeah.
Like, muffins at Bethany.
I would do. Of course. Well, who doesn't want to drink beer while they're food shopping?
Absolutely.
But yes, so I know that hustle. Like that hustle is like a very specific,
Yeah, she was getting frustrated.
It's awkward. People think that. Yeah, people think that you work at the supermarket or asking you for directions on like where the fucking chicken is or the, crackers or some shit. And you don't, because you're just there for a couple of hours to give out samples. You don't know anything about the store and you feel stupid and incompetent. All right. That is...
And then we go to Luann. She's meeting with a publisher to talk about book ideas.
Oh, well, no. Talking about book ideas, it is her book.
We'll talk about the chapters of the book.
On etiquette.
Yeah, and she's like, we're going to have a chat. She's going to have a chapter on kissing on the cheeks. Either both cheeks is acceptable or just one cheek's also acceptable. But I prefer both cheeks.
I don't like people that talk too much. That was her big thing. She didn't like people that talk too much.
And how about elegance? Well, elegance is going to be a chapter all on its own.
Oh boy.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
God. Fucking woof. I would actually be very interested in checking out that book.
Maybe that'll be our homework assignment.
We could possibly talk about that. Yeah, let me write that down, actually. Anyway.
Is that considered an essential that we can get on Amazon?
Possibly. So,
guys,
then we go to Kelly's jewelry sales.
Kelly, right, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Kelly's jewelry, those fucking owl necklaces, wow.
And she's rocking the owl t-shirts also, I noticed after that.
And she's talking about the price points, about some of these jewelry things, and it just slips out of her mouth, and I love it, and it's so Kelly that life doesn't have a price. When she's talking about the price points, she's like, I can just imagine a soccer mom just wearing one of these necklaces, and like I want to make it affordable for everybody, that anybody could wear these so they could have a little piece of style and blah blah blah. And life doesn't have a price.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a mug or like a bumper sticker. Life doesn't have a price.
Life doesn't have a price. So then we go to Jill. She's out there hustling at Zara Fabric.
Selling fabric. We see Jill as the sales lady.
Yeah, and she's trying to help these dudes come up with some drapes, I think. And then the dog, Ginger, she just got the zoomies. She is just fucking ripping around the store.
If I go in a store and there's a dog there, like whoever the salesperson is, like they have a dog there.
That's a plus. Absolutely.
100,000%.
I agree.
You don't take yourself that seriously when your dog is there. It's like a piece of you.
Yeah. So afterwards, they said they had a good time. It was a quality activity, and
they
Jill
loved
busted
Jill.
their ass for it. Yeah, she knew exactly what everything was. They were giving her positive feedback the whole time. I don't know if it was staged, but I mean, it looked like Jill was busting her ass for it.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, after that,
Kelly, this very famous clip that is all over the internet for many years. Kelly literally running in the middle of the streets of New York in traffic.
it was so frustrating to watch.
I really want you to talk about it just for a minute.
Yo, you know what it reminded me of? It was like, I don't know if you remember, but like those Saturday Night Live sketches with Mike Myers where he's the kid with like ADHD and he's like in a harness and it's strapped to a jungle gym, and like towards the end of it he would like pull away from the jungle gym and he's running down like Fifth Avenue or whatever, and there's all these cabs and stuff behind him.
Hypo.
Yeah. And so it just reminded me of that. Like that was like the exact backdrop. There's all these cabs honking to get by. I was so fucking mad at her for just causing all that traffic. Like get to the side, find a bike lane, go to a park.
How big is your ego that you're running in traffic?
Like go run. I hope that you were definitely running in like a downtown, uptown street. You should be running across town to get to the West Side Highway so you can go to one of the running lanes, whichever like outer thing is closer to you, either the West Side or the East Side. Go there and run up and down and be out of the fucking way. Like,
okay, guys.
It looked like you
don't
were just
run in traffic.
running down Broadway at like 6 p.m. Like what the like you're fucking a jerk off. Sorry.
I love that scene.
That was so frustrating to watch. So anyway, after that,
Kelly and Jill are buying a bag at a designer's house. Not very eventful there. It was just all we really saw was Kelly being a good parent, disciplining her children, and Jill was very impressed.
And wasn't the bag they got $16,000? And she was like, "Don't worry, it's just a little present this year. I'm not gonna make
for
a
her
big jewelry."
birthday. Yeah, not a big jewelry purchase.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine if I said to you, "I want a bag"?
Yeah.
Like, even if we were to make a shit ton of money and we were, like, well off, and I said to you, I'm going to buy a bag for my birthday at $16,000, what would you say to me?
It depends on how well off we were. You gotta give me, like, a thing. Like, cause...
What if we had Jill Zarin and Bobby Zarin's money?
Then I probably wouldn't flinch. It doesn't seem like he flinches at anything. Are you serious?
If I came, $16,000, that's like, what is that?
Look, I don't know if they've got like 8 figures, you know what I mean? If they've got like $50 million, $16,000 is nothing. He's got a bunch of property too outside of just.
Please don't say yes to that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Like, let's say we do ever
we will never
make
be in that position. No.
Let's say, don't say never.
Probably
not, but
barring a win of the lottery, which we never play. So, yeah.
But if I ever come to you...
If we were in that position because of anything, it would be because one of us got into an accident. And I'd rather not be in that position because of that.
But I'm just saying, if I ever come to you and say, babe, I want to buy a bag. It's $16,000. Please say no. Say no. Let's
She didn't even
go
ask.
Somewhere. So, she just did it. Yeah, she just did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never do that.
So there you go.
Okay.
If you would ask me, I would probably flinch.
That's what I want to say.
But if we had that money, I'd probably flinch and be like, hey, for your birthday, right? Or something? Yeah, not just like on a Tuesday, right? Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So then they go to Jill's. They're at some magazine shoots, and Jill seems like super fun and like relatable like most of the time, but like now she starts talking to like the fucking person with the camera about having a private plane and that.
She's changing.
And all of a sudden she's like the lady's like, what?
Her PP.
Yeah, she's like, yo, you got a PP? And I was like, yo, that is fucking... Like, nobody has a PP. Like, that is not a thing most people have. Like,
you have a PP.
Yeah. It's a Honda Accord. Yeah. But yeah, so that was an awkward fucking combo, I felt.
Yeah, we're starting to see Jill. It's like, it's starting to her... The fame is getting to her head. Mario was kind of right. The 15 minutes of fame are starting to get to her head.
This is literally the first I've ever heard you say anything negative about Jill.
I love Jill. Don't get me wrong. But
it's true. You're speaking the truth.
It's starting to,
okay.
you know, it's okay. I can still love somebody that has flaws.
That was the first instance of it that I caught, so it's pretty interesting.
It's very awkward.
So then we got Bethany and Ramona. They're talking the skincare line and jewelry, and this is where Bethany starts fucking hammering her about branding.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what I was referencing before.
Hammering Ramona, yeah.
Yeah, about true religion, true renewal, but the trues are different. Like,
you gotta if you're gonna have multiple products, you
gotta have one, like, main brand. Like, you have branches of it. And so, are you the brand? Like, what's your thing? But, like,
foreshadowing, guys, to Bethany's brand, Skinny Girl, which becomes a multi-million-dollar.
Well, it's already on its way, I feel like. It's like that's all been, like...
I'm saying it's foreshadowing to Bethany's future,
about how much thought she's put into it and how well she does it,
Correct.
But yeah, so Ramona throws in a Jill dig. This is what I wrote down. Ramona throws in that Jill dig, and then Bethany's just like, yo, she's always just built me up. Like, I'm not... Like, and Ramona
Bethany
tries
being
to
a
clarify.
Good friend and defending Jill.
Yeah, but then, like, Ramona tries to clarify and it uses the underdog comment.
Oh, God,
and she starts talking about that.
Just digging herself a bigger hole. God.
She dug deeper than, like, a 6-foot hole. She didn't even dig a grave for herself. She dug, like, fucking, like, just straight through. She was digging a well. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. Terrible. Yeah, she was just shitting on her, like, right to her face. No, she thinks you're another dog. Like, it's not... Yeah, Jill's never said those things. Like, this is all, like, Ramona trying to assume.
It could be things that Jill has said, though, like, off camera to Ramona, too.
I feel like that would be on camera.
I don't know.
So those things might have been said?
I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right, cool. I don't want to know. Don't spoil it for me. Wow, it's weird. There's like a storyline now. I don't even know. Anyway,
things are going to progress and change.
Okay. So anyway, we go through that stuff.
Bobby gets a car for Jill for her birthday. Is it her birthday? Yeah, for her birthday.
Yes.
So she gets a bag and she gets a car. She gets a car. It's a SUV.
Yeah, and Jill's already like, I'm not thrilled.
I know. Yeah, she
like,
don't even really like. Yeah, she's not happy
but then
with
she just drives away.
Yeah, she's not happy with that she can't hook up her iPod.
She can only hook up her iPod, not the phone though.
Yeah, and she looks very spoiled in that.
Yep. She definitely does.
Yeah.
So, and then we end up the episode with Simon trying to surprise Alex for her birthday again.
For her earrings, these beautiful earrings that she buys, they were beautiful.
Yeah. And you said you thought they maybe didn't even buy them.
Yeah, I could totally see something like that happening.
Like they just tried them on for the cameras?
Tried them on for the cameras. Like probably made a deal with the jeweler saying like, hey, it's an advertisement. Hey, we're on,
I don't know.
You know us on Real Housewives. I'm going to set up this whole birthday scenario, make it look like I'm buying it, but really I'm just borrowing it.
I'm going to keep an eye on her ears from now on. Those are some pretty hefty earrings, so.
Gorgeous.
They were very nice. They're very nice.
I would ask for something like that for my birthday if we had a lot of money.
Those were like, what were they, like $6,500 or some shit like that?
I don't know.
If we had a lot of money, I'd rather buy that than a bag, for sure.
Agreed.
Okay. So, and then they get back in the car, and then Simon's like, yo, we got another surprise up.
Yes.
And then the fucking surprise is stupid. They're going home. Like, but like, and the worst part is like, he wants to pretend like they're not going home.
Yes.
So he's going to
celebrate with
up.
the boys.
So he's going to amp her up to be like, hey, yeah, no, there's nothing else.
We're just going home.
Like, it's better that the driver fucked up. Because the driver, like, he was supposed to circle around like they weren't hopping on the Brooklyn Bridge. And then, surprise, we're going on the Brooklyn Bridge and we're going home. Like, that's better that he hopped on because she didn't. And then he loses his mind like a dickhead. Like, it ruined the whole surprise. Like,
you ruined the surprise that
you
you're going home?
ruined the surprise that you didn't have a fucking surprise. Like, you ruined it. Like, don't. Oh, my God.
That was so funny.
Fuck that guy. And then they just fucking eat cake.
Yeah, they eat cake with their boys with wearing those beautiful earrings.
And that was cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like you had another fake surprise in you. Like there wasn't even a dinner. Like
yeah.
Fuck it, whatever. He's such a jerk off. But that's it.
That's it for those episodes.
That's episode 9. So who'd you have for the winners and losers on this one? I had the winners were anybody with a PP. Anybody with a PP is a winner. And the losers were obvious. I think this one's obvious. Anybody driving behind Kelly while she was running.
Oh my God. Yeah, those are really good answers. My winner is oh God. I don't know who the winner is. I know, this is awkward. My winner is A&P. Because
Bethany graced their presence and they fucking were winners and they didn't even realize it.
Because they are defunct. They are no longer, but they are.
That's why they're defunct, because they ignored the likes of Bethany.
I don't know. Yeah, my winner is A and P because they don't exist anymore, but they do in Real Housewives. And the loser is probably Jill. Jill looked very spoiled. She kind of looked like a spoiled brat. She looked like a teenager in this episode, especially when she received a fucking bag and
and a Mercedes.
Yeah. SUV.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
yeah.
that. So my power rankings too. At the end of this clip right here, they didn't change. I got Bethany. No, you know what? They did change because I'm putting Ramona back above Jill because Jill fell with her little fucking tantrums towards the end here. So I'm going Bethany, Ramona, Jill, Luann, Alex, and Kelly. God, I fucking hate Kelly. I really do.
She's awful.
Yeah. So check out the website, don'twantowatchthat.com. We are on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. We're on Twitter, Don't Want to Watch. The O and Don't is a 0. And on Instagram, Don't Want to Watch. That's what Mare's got to say to close it out.
I finished my margarita.
All right. Peace out. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Later.